What if I told you that everything we thought we knew about the AFC North is about to change? Yeah, buckle up, because Browns fans, this isn't just another off-season rumor. This could be the moment that redefines Cleveland's path to that long-awaited Super Bowl run right now. There's a seismic shift brewing in the AFC North, and the ripple effect. It could reshape the entire division, leaving one rival in chaos while propelling the Browns into a new era. Let's get into it. Cleveland is in the thick of something big, bigger than usual. We're not just talking about roster tweaks or draft picks. We're talking about an all-out quarterback war that could determine the next decade of this franchise. And here's the twist. This isn't your average QB competition. Not two guys, not three, four quarterbacks, all fighting for that starting role. The pressure in Berea is unreal right now. Every snap, every throw, every rep, it matters. The Browns aren't just building a depth chart, they're forging an identity. And depending on how this plays out, we could be witnessing the start of something legendary. So stay with me, because this is more than a battle for QB1. This could be the spark that ignites a new chapter in Cleveland football. Let's kick this off with a headline that's been turning heads across the league. Shedeur Sanders, the dynamic rookie out of Colorado, son of the legendary Deion Sanders, is not here to sit quietly. From the second he showed up at Browns' off-season workouts, he's made one thing crystal clear. He came to compete. Now I know what some of you are thinking. He's just a rookie, right? Fifth rounder at that. Can he really hang with the vets? And that's exactly why this story is worth watching. Because not only is Shedeur holding his own, he's outshining the competition. His pinpoint accuracy, on display, his growth. Rapid. This isn't just promise, it's pressure on every other quarterback in that room. But hold up, let's be real. The jump from college to the NFL is massive. The real test starts when the pads come on and the hits start flying. Still, this spring he sent a message. Not just I belong. It's more like I'm coming for that QB1 spot. If you followed Shedeur's journey, you know adversity doesn't shake him. It fuels him. From Boulder to Berea, he's answered every critic with action. That toughness, that laser focus, it's what makes him dangerous. And maybe exactly what the Browns need. Now let's zoom out a bit. This quarterback room is stacked. Flacco? Yeah, he's 40, but still icy in the pocket with playoff scars that speak louder than hype. Under Stefanski's run-first system, that veteran calm might be just what the offense needs. Then there's Kenny Pickett, former Steeler, still looking to prove he can anchor a franchise. He's young, raw, but there's something there. The Browns know it, and they're watching closely. Oh, and don't sleep on Dillon Gabriel, Cleveland's third-round surprise. Some folks raised eyebrows when his name got called, but the front office sees something. Lightning release. Live. Arm. Solid mobility. Dark horse vibes all around. As ESPN's Daniel Osai put it, experience counts. But the raw talent in this room, it's undeniable. And with four quarterbacks all gunning for QB1, we're not watching a camp battle, we're watching a quarterback war. This is rare. This is special. Why does it matter so much? Because the quarterback isn't just another position in Cleveland, it's the heart. And let's be honest, the Browns have been through it. The Baker Mayfield era was a roller coaster. The Deshaun Watson situation, still murky. Cleveland's been chasing stability under center for years. Could Shedeur be the one? Time under Coach Prime at Colorado shaped him, not just in skill, but in mindset, command, confidence, poise. He's not just chucking pretty spirals, he's reading defenses, making adjustments, and leading teammates. You can see it, you can feel it. He's playing chess in a room full of checkers. And yeah, I hear the skeptics, can a rookie really start for the Browns? Well, remember Baker stormed onto the field and made noise? Or Deshaun back in his early Texans days, raw but electric. The NFL rewards preparation, meeting opportunity, and Shedeur. He looks ready. Now let's be clear, the vets aren't here just for mentorship, they want that spot. But their value as mentors is massive. Flacco brings Super Bowl pedigree, Pickett brings fire, and Shedeur, he's bringing the storm. Gabriel's the wild card. And don't blink, because one big preseason moment could change everything. The bigger picture. Cleveland is quietly building something scary. The run game is loaded. Jerome Ford, Quinton Judkins, Dylan Sampson, pick your poison. Through the air, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, there's firepower here. So whoever wins this QB battle, they're not walking into a rebuild, they're walking into an arsenal. But pressure, oh yeah, it's here. Browns fans have been through heartbreak. They're desperate for that one quarterback who can finally take them deep into January and beyond. And now, with 4 guys going toe, the spotlight's blinding, and right in the center of it is Shedeur Sanders. From merch sales to viral throws, he's lit up camp. Teammates are vouching for him on the record. Yet somehow, he's not getting consistent first-team reps. Add up, but then he steps in, takes a few with the starters, and the vibe shifts. Coaches whisper, fans buzz. It's one clipboard, allegedly, goes flying. This isn't just practice anymore. It's a movement. The Browns have seen quarterback controversies before, but this one feels different. It's not just about depth charts. It's about momentum. And Shedeur has it. Every pass he completes is a crack in the old system. Every misstep from Watson or Pickett adds fuel to the fire. And if Sanders keeps this up through scrimmages against Philly and Carolina, forget it. Gabriel might fold. Pickett might fade. Flacco's age will show. And Shedeur, he'll rise. He's not waiting for permission. He's acting like the job's already his. You can't ignore it. Not anymore. Look, the Browns can't afford another quarterback implosion. Fans are tired. The front office is out of excuses. Stefanski can play coy, but greatness doesn't wait for a press conference. And Sanders, he's gravitational, completing 41 of 53 with 9 touchdowns against third-string defenses. That's not a flash. That's consistency. Let me drop some names. Burrow, Herbert, Stroud, Brock Purdy, all of them. Instant impact. This is the new NFL. Rookies don't wait. They take dot, and now Cleveland is in a bind. You can't bench Watson in July, but you can't ignore Shedeur Sanders in July either. Every clean rep from Sanders, a seed of doubt. Every wobble from Watson, it's a gallon of water on that seed, and that's how quarterback controversies bloom. So let's imagine it. Option 1. Sanders stays quiet, waits his turn. Cute, but not happening. Option 2. He keeps dominating. Media takes notice. Watson stumbles in week 1 and suddenly that stadium starts chanting. This city doesn't do patience, it does passion. And if Shedeur keeps trending up, don't be shocked if a trade call comes in before week 1. Just this week, Gabriel went 4-11 with the starters. Don't let that fool you. It's about trajectory, and Shedeur's arrow is pointing sky high. Ignore the noise. Watch the field. Trust what you see. The question isn't, will Shedeur get a shot? The real question is the NFL ready for him when he does? And before we go further, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Are we witnessing the rise of Cleveland's next great quarterback? Let me know. Alright, Browns fans, let's get into it because we need to have a real conversation about Deshaun Watson. I think the front office already sees how this chapter ends. Whether it's the injury history, the inconsistency, or just the off-field noise that's followed him since he got to Cleveland, it's clear. That story is closing before it ever really got the chance to take off. And not many people are willing to say that out loud. So what do you do when your quarterback room is full of question marks, maybes, and ticking clocks? Simple. You stop throwing band-aids at bullet holes and start laying bricks. You shift from desperation to development. And honestly, I think that's exactly what the Browns are finally doing, building something real. Building a true quarterback pipeline from the ground up. At the center of that vision, Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel. Just let that sink in for a second. Think about what it means. You're not throwing a rookie into the fire and asking him to save the city in one Sunday. He's not expected to be the face of the franchise on day 1. Instead, he gets something rare in this league time. He gets to study, learn, grow. And when the veterans break down, when the hits start adding up, when the wheels fall off, he's not rushed. He's ready. Now, according to reports out of Berea, Shedeur is already showing signs. Not just camp hype, buzz actual football. People inside the building are saying he's got the poise, the huddle command, the arm talent. One insider even said Shedeur looks like a future QB1 in Cleveland. Not this year, but soon. Think 2025? And here's where it gets really interesting. Tony Grossi mentioned that Stefanski and the Browns are leaning into what they do best again. Pound the rock. Use those tight ends. Run that play-action attack. That's a dream setup. For a young quarterback like Shedeur, he's got the arm to make those deep play-action throws. What he needs now is time to adjust to the NFL tempo and speed up those reads. That's it, And for all you Prime fans out there, the ones who believe in Deion's vision and Shedeur's work ethic, this is the moment. Because finally, it looks like a franchise is doing right by its rookie. No wolves, no fire, just structure, support, and growth. Let's not forget the past here. Every time Cleveland has tried to rush a quarterback, it's ended the same way. Disaster. Johnny Manziel, Deshaun Kaiser, Brandon Weeden. That long, sad list of quick fixes that never fixed anything, but maybe, just maybe, they've learned. Maybe this time, patience is actually part of the plan. Now, about those speeding tickets, please. That's static. Background noise from people looking for anything to criticize. Gross. Put it perfectly. The team has already moved on. And let's be honest, if traffic violations are your biggest concern, then you don't really have a concern. Here's something else gross, hinted at if another team loses a quarterback. The Browns might be open to trading one of their veterans. But let's be clear, he didn't say Shedeur or Gabriel were on the block. He said the team would prefer to move a vet. That tells me one thing: these rookies aren't just here to fill out the depth chart. They're the foundation. They're part of the long-term vision. Now, over on NFL.com, Deontay Johnson says he thinks Kenny Pickett will win the starting job. Makes sense. They've got history from Pittsburgh. But some of the other vets? They're seeing what is doing in camp, and they're impressed. Poise, intelligence, work ethic, all showing up. And let's not forget, Shedeur took on a full rebuild at Colorado and carried himself like a franchise QB through it all. That kind of maturity doesn't just disappear, it translates. So, here's the million-dollar question. If the Browns are still thinking about drafting a quarterback in the first round next year, what does that mean? Is it doubting Shedeur or Gabriel? Maybe. Or maybe it's just smart football. Look at teams like the 49ers and the Eagles. They stacked QB talent. They build depth where it matters most. It's not fear, it's foresight. And Shedeur, he's under contract for 4 years. There's time. Finally, it feels like this team understands the golden rule of quarterback development. You don't rush it. You build it. So here's how I see it playing out. Tell me if you agree. Flacco starts the year. Maybe he wins a couple of games. But eventually, age catches up or he takes a hit. In comes Pickett. Short leash, solid, but unspectacular. He's a patch, not the future. And while all that's happening, Shedeur is behind the scenes, learning, developing, sharpening his game, and the timing couldn't be more crucial. The Browns just released their training camp schedule. Truckies. Report July 18th. Veterans follow on July 22nd. These aren't just dates. They're the beginning of a full culture shift. After finishing 3-14 last season, the team has completely overhauled its health and performance system. This isn't just new plays and schemes. It's a whole new mindset. You could see it already during minicamp. Blistering pace, intense energy, no more walkthroughs. This is a statement. To the locker room, to the league, and to the dog pound. Cleveland is done playing defense. They're building an identity that strikes first. And underneath all of it is a story that's quietly gaining momentum: the rise of Shedeur Sanders. A rookie whose draft journey was anything but smooth, but who's already winning people over with swagger, leadership, and raw talent. Even if he doesn't start week 1, his impact is undeniable. He's injected belief into this team, and that belief, that's everything. Can he win the job outright? Yes, if he keeps climbing, keeps growing, keeps proving he can handle the pressure, then the staff might have no choice but to hand him the reins. But again, Flacco and Pickett aren't slouches. They've seen it all. They're the safe hands for now. But the Browns, they're not just choosing a quarterback here. They're choosing a leader, because the AFC North, it's a war zone. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, everyone's loading up. Cleveland needs to be sharp, strategic, but if they play this right, if Stefanski continues to build the system around strength and not panic, the Browns could finally turn the page. If Shedeur develops into a true NFL starter, this franchise changes completely. He could be the steady, explosive force Cleveland has been chasing for decades. And that changes everything. So to every Browns fan watching this, quarterback competition isn't just good, it's electric. You're watching leadership unfold in real time, and it's only just beginning. If you're hyped for what's ahead, help us out. Hit that like button right now. It helps this content reach more Browns fans like you. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll catch you in the next video.